Welcome to another exclusive Polynext 2025 interview. Today, we have a very special guest, someone who has been shaping the plastic industry for decades. He took his family business and turned it into a European leader in glass fiber reinforced composites, SMC, BMC, and sustainable materials. Please welcome Thomas Lorenz from Lorenz Kunst of Technique GmbH. Thomas, it's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you.
That is great. So, okay, before I move forward with the discussion and with the interview questions, so I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience that are watching you.
Hey, my name is Thomas Lorenz. I'm the CEO of Lorenz Kunst of Technique here in Germany. We focus on thermostats like SMC, BMC. Company was founded in 1966 by my father. I took over the activities in 1996. And we serve all industries like electrical industry, automotive, railway. Yeah, that's it in short term.
Okay. Thank you so much for that short introduction, Thomas. Okay, let's get straight into it. Your company has been around for over 50 years. That's half a century of innovation. So what's been the key to staying ahead in such a competitive industry?
You already named it. It's really a challenge to stay competitive over a long time. And one thing is we focus on a customer's requirements. That's our main focus. And to stay competitive with products the customer asking for. That's in a short way.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. We all know sustainability is the buzzword right now, but it's also a necessity. Your company has developed a CO2 footprint concept, right? What makes it stand out?
Well, to compete is in any industry essential, and our concept focus on being competitive even in this special field, and that's the key, I think, because if you have overpriced products anyway, you even if it is best and nicest things, no one will buy them.
Yes. Okay, so like a lot of companies talk about going green, right? But many fail to implement real challenge. What's one major sustainability initiative your company has successfully adopted?
Well, I think one of our advantages, especially in this field, is that we are doing it beginning of the 90s already. So 30 years. We are 30 years ago we developed a recycling solution for our products. And so in these days, to having such a long-term experience is really helping us to keep up with all the demands and laws in these days.
So now here's a tricky one. Plastics have a bad reputation, right? So if you had one chance to change the public's perception of plastics, what would you say?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a simple answer for those complex questions, because the public don't know the complexity of plastics, and there are thermostats, thermoplastics, and I think it's really a challenge for the whole industry to work on this. Cannot be I'm too small to change the world in these things, and it's really a challenge for the whole industry to work on this.
Yes, definitely. That is why there are a lot of conferences, a lot of initiatives, a lot of government initiatives that are there to tackle all these problems that we are facing in today's world. Okay, so now moving on. Your company supplies to industries like automotive, construction, and household appliances, right? Which industry do you think will push the biggest demand for sustainable plastic solutions in the next 5 years?
Well, this is really hard to estimate, because I don't have a glass ball, and yes, of projects but it's really hard to say.
Anyone in that.
It's really hard because we have a lot of projects, but to estimate who will be the first one, I don't know.
No problem. So as you mentioned projects, so we are coming on to our next question that is related to the project. So your company has always been ahead of the curve, right? What's the most exciting new technology or project you're working on right now?
Well, as I said, indeed, we have a lot of projects in recycling products with several customers, and I'm really looking forward for in this field. This is for me. If you ask what's interesting, this is for me really interesting because we doing it so many years and we have already product, but now people get more interested. And unfortunately, to be more specific, I'm limited by what is called customer NDAs. Yes.
Okay. No problem. Right. So with AI and automation transforming every industry, do you see it playing a role in composite manufacturing?
Well, automation. I think automation is very important in any industry, not only in the plastic industry, but of course also in the plastic industry. Automation is key, was always key, will always be. So it's clear. But I don't know. Of course it will come, but I don't think it will come so soon in our industry in technical ways.
Okay. So. Right. So everyone talks about like biodegradable plastics and natural fiber composite. So do you think they will eventually replace traditional plastics, or it is just a marketing hype for the company?
Well, SMC, BMC are typical very long life parts. I mean, electrical parts, for example, even a car has a lifetime of not less than 10 years. So this bio, how is it? That's very hard to pronounce for me. This biodegradable is not really a thing in thermostat industry, I think. But on the other side, we are selling already natural fiber. SMC BMCs is a current product already. So this is a little bit different, yeah.
Okay. So now moving on to the rapid fire round. So it's the, I think, good and the best part of this interview. So I'll throw some questions at you and you have to answer in one word or a phrase. Ready? Okay.
Ready.
Okay. First, recycling or biodegradable?
Recycling.
Biggest challenge in plastic today?
Well, here in Europe, there are a lot of laws, and I think to follow up the laws and rules is in our area here in Europe really a big thing.
Okay. So one piece of advice for young entrepreneurs in the plastic industry.
Well, I think it's still a safe job. I think in these crazy days, it's important to know.
If not plastics, what industry would you be?
Sorry, I don't see any future with soft plastics.
Okay. So, favorite German engineering marvel?
Cars, of course.
Okay. So this is the last one. One thing about plastic that people often misunderstand.
Well, as I already mentioned earlier, plastic is such a wide field. As I said, thermoplastic, thermoset, elastomers. And the public is really hard to transfer this complex field to the public, to the audience. That's really a challenge, I think. And as I said, the reputation is bad, and microplastics, and to bring this to the public is really a challenge, I think. But has to be done.
Great. So that was great, and it was all the questions for the rapid fire round. So Mika, now moving forward to our last part of this interview. So before we wrap up, one final question. Why should businesses and policymakers take plastic recycling and sustainability more seriously in today's world?
Well, I think here in Europe, we are really a little bit ahead compared to other areas of the world, I think. And if you make it too hard, like for me, it is here in Europe, you have to find the balance. Of course, you have to work on this field, but if you overdrive it and have a lot of laws and restrictions, it will also not help. Yeah.
Okay, that very well answered.
I think that's really special here in Europe, because in Europe we have all this, especially in Germany, we have to take back used bottles, and so we have already a lot of laws. But on the other side, other countries have nothing, so it's really a mixed situation.
Yeah, I think that is the one thing that every country should adopt. What Germany has adopted, like you have a vending machine where you put a plastic bottle and you get a euro for that, I guess. For few bottles, you get few euros. So that is the one most innovative thing that I've seen in Germany that has been implemented. And I think every country in the world should deploy that method and implement those initiatives for a better sustainable future, right? So, okay, Thomas, that was truly insightful. Thank you so much for joining this interview session. And if you enjoyed this conversation, make sure to subscribe it, share it, like it on your LinkedIn post as well. And thank you so much. See you at the Polynext Conference 2025.